The 15th annual Gold Cup at Baer Speedway. The first half of the NAPA TWIN 50s, the open wheel modified, set to go. 50 laps the distance. 15 cars inverted on the fast qualifier on this one. Fast qualifier, George Perkins, going to start way back here as the huge crowd this evening at Baer Speedway salutes the drivers. Up front, Steve Schlater Jr., your pole sitter. Corey Setzer to his outside. Terry Fisher Jr. will start third. Ralph Baxter III will go fourth. Herb Johnson Jr. will go fifth. Mike May sixth. Mel Klein seventh. Pete Wormcastle eighth. Jerry Hammond ninth. John Gatton Jr. rounds out the top 10. Scott Coe 11th. Steve Minnick Jr. 12th. Brent Martin 13th. Jeremy Wallen 14th. Bud Adams 15th. George Perkins 16th. Tim Burkett, Russ Miller, Herb Johnson Sr., and Harold Johnson. Your field, probably the most star-studded modified field we've had here all season. Schlater and Setzer, the front row. They're going to bring them in through corners number 3 and 4. Crowd on its feet, set for 50 laps. Ring the bell, round 1 underway. The Gold Cup, 50 underway for the modifieds. On the break, side by side down to corner number 1. And we got a couple of cars getting tangled down in corner number 1 and 2. George Perkins gets tangled with Tim Burkett and Herb Johnson Sr. Field's going to stay green. Your leader at lap 1, Corey Setzer. Setzer the leader, Schlater second. Herb Johnson Jr. sits third. Fisher fourth. Battle for fifth. Mel Klein working the inside of Mike Mays. Now Klein wants to the inside of Fisher. Fisher starting to free fall just a little bit. Wormcastle, now Gatton going to get past him. Wallen and Baxter all trying to freight train the 4-car, and Terry Fisher Jr. He raced last night in Indianapolis. Corey Setzer about a 6-car length advantage. Herb Johnson Jr. dirt tracking it off the corner. Schlater's going to keep the spot. Johnson still fighting. Mel Klein is trying to work his way up into the number 3 position. Three wide for a second. Wow. The fast guys trying to tear their way through the field. John Gatton Jr. is already up to 4th. Jeremy Wallen currently sitting in about 6th. Gatton's actually 5th. Good racing all through the field. Up front, Mel Klein trying to make a bit in the outside lane around Steve Schlater Jr. Oh, Schlater gets in the back of Mel Klein. Klein's going to go around. Caution going to come out. Seven laps complete, 43 laps to go in this part of the NAPA TWIN 50s, part of the 15th running of the Gold Cup. Corey Setzer, your race leader, second time out this season. Steve Schlater Jr., Mike Mays, the rest of the top 3 back to green. Battle for the 3rd position. Mike Mays trying to find a way to hold off John Gatton Jr. Gatton's had a strong race car. He won the last modified feature a couple of weeks ago. Mike Mays taking a peek to the outside of Steve Schlater Jr. That's the battle for second. Scott Coe to the outside of Herb Johnson Jr. Yellow. Problems down in corner number 3 and 4. One car, Brent Martin, in the number 2 machine goes off the top of the racetrack. Yellow flag going to come out. Problems for Brent Martin. Here we go. Green flag set to come back on the field. Mike Mays, the 72 machine. He's got a feature win here in the modified and a couple of mini stock wins as well. He's battling with Corey Setzer for the race lead. Scott Coe dive bombing down to the inside of Steve Schlater Jr. That's for fifth. Scott Coe tearing his way through the field. He's one of the fast guys. And problems as Mel Klein down the back straightaway. Spins it around. He gets one of the barrels protecting the light pole. Caution flag back out. Let's see what happens on this restart. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Setzer still the leader. Scott Coe down to the inside of Steve Schlater Jr. Scott Coe has worked his way up to fifth. Yellow. Problems for Russ Miller down in corner number 1 and 2. Caution gonna come out. NAPA Twin 50's, the first half of the International Gold Cup here in 2012, 15th edition of this great race. Corey Setzer, Mike Mays, Jeremy Wallen, the top 3. Here we go, green flag. Mike Mays taking a peek to the inside of Corey Setzer, side by side on the front stretch. Mays dirt tracking it a little bit. Setzer kicked back to third. Wallen second. Problems. Ralph Baxter the third into the back of Steve Schlater Jr. Both Herb Johnson Sr. and Jr. get collected in it as well. Yellow flag going to come out. Father and son involved in this one as well as Steve Schlater Jr. Big problems off the exit of turn number 4. Yellow flag. Here we go. Green flag set to come back in the air with the open wheel modifieds. Battle is for third. Wormcastle trying to hold off Scott Coe. Wallen gives Mays a little bit of a tap up front. Mays still holding the lead. Wallen takes a peek to the outside of Mike Mays. Mays drifts up and slams the door. Wallen trying to shoot back down to the bottom. Four laps to go. Wallen with just a couple of laps left, I'm out of challenge. Again to the outside, Jeremy Wallen takes a peek. 2 to go signal. Scott Coe to the outside of Pete Wormcastle. Coe trying to make a bid for that top 3 spot. Up front, white flag in the air. Wallen, one last challenge. Clears him. Minnick slams it on the backstretch. Wallen has to check up. Checkered flag in the wind. The Mays racing, car number 72. The Little Red Hot Rod of Mike Mays in victory lane for the Gold Cup. Wallen second, Coe third, Wormcastle fourth, Minnick fifth. What a race. The first half of the NAPA Twin 50s portion of the International Gold Cup for 2012. Mike Mays finds himself in victory lane.